Gators will kick off first, and here we go. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Running inside, it's Riley. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass, it's McNabb. Makes the catch, it's Riley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Riley. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. There he goes to the right. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Crosses the 40. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown. Gators ready to kick it away first. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. The give to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Madsen. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. Ripping through the defense. The Gators headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off play action. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Makes a man miss. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's loose on the right, and he scores! Touchdown, Florida State!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Marsh. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They just keep firing. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 4 wideout set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football, and guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in a situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Looking to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing.
Maybe some room here. At the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Knowles.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Jackson. Powers through the defender. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They'll run for it. Runs through a tackle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Noles are threatening on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Seminoles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Off to the races. All the way. Touchdown, Gator.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the field. Got it out across the 50-yard line and not stopped until he brought it to the 47. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this 2nd half.
Working the big fella to the corner. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Knowles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first.
The Gators in the hurry up. Trying play action. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside. It's Jackson. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab in the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again.
Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense...
Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he... right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense, not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And there it is, toss play to the left, using this guy's speed on the perimeter. They weren't able to bring him down. That's an explosive play offensively.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Knoll Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Gators! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The play action fake. Under fire. Trying to make magic. Turning it on. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
They'll move the tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. With the draw, it's Jackson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving one. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline.
And man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown Seminoles! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's all stopped. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Move! The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On third down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing.
Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flying down the right side. sneak it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He's got great speed. Just a step short of midfield as he goes out of bounds, and what a spectacular return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lee. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Now rolling to the left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
To the air on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it way down the field. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And they're gonna put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Pushes ahead. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Florida State, 62. Florida, 28. Number 0, set to kick this one away.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The short hands, it's Marsh.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There's some room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma,
there he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Here's Lagway to pass. Fires to the right. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself on the draw. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the pitch. Touchdown Sooners! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.